Hello friends, in this video we'll be talking about egg. Egg is another spot which is kept in community medicine practical. So first we'll talking about the nutritive content and we'll be talking about not 100 grams of egg but 60 gram weighing egg. Because it's easy to remember when we talk about 60 grams. So here the protein is 6 grams in 60 grams. Fat is again 6 grams. Carbohydrate is almost not present, nil, and energy is 70 kilocalories. Similarly, if you take this for 100 grams, then the quantity doubles. It is 13.3 grams of protein. Fat also 13.3 grams. Carbohydrate still is nil. And energy is 173 kilocalories. It provides all vitamins. So all vitamins are present. All vitamins present except for vitamin C. Except vitamin C. Now this is known as a reference protein. This is a very important question. Why it is called a reference protein? Because egg contains all the 9 essential amino acids. Essential amino acids in the right proportion. In the right proportion. And the NPO, that is net protein utilization of the egg, is 100%. That is why it is called a reference protein. Egg is rich in both fat and water soluble vitamins. Rich in both fat and water soluble vitamins except for vitamin C. Now what is a recommended method for consuming eggs? Now it is recommended to cook the egg before consumption. So cook the egg before consuming. Now why? Because raw egg contains avidin. Raw egg is not assimilated in human gut and it contains avidin which prevents the absorption of biotin in the body. So raw egg is not assimilated in human gut. And it contains avidin which prevents absorption of biotin in the body. Biotin by the body. Now what cooking does? Cooking destroys avidin. Cooking destroys avidin, thus increases absorption of biotin. Now, what is the criteria of a good egg? How will you say that this egg is good and this egg is not good? So, we have a test known as water density test. So, what happens in this? This fresh egg will sink in water to the bottom of the water and lie on the side, horizontal to the surface of the water. Whereas lesser fresher egg sink but stands at an angle to the bottom. So fresh egg sinks to bottom of water and lies horizontal and lies on the side horizontal to the surface of water. Face of water. Whereas a lesser fresh egg, it sinks but stands at an angle to the bottom. At an angle to the bottom. And then comes old or non-fresh egg. Old on and a non-fresh egg. Now this floats on water and should be discarded. Floats on water and should be discarded. This is because as the egg ages, the air inside the sac inside it grows larger, making it lighter. So as the egg ages, air sac inside it grows larger, making it lighter, and thus it floats. Now we'll talk about milk, another important thing. So now milk, if we talk about in 100 ml, so all this will be in 100 ml. So cow milk contains 3.2 grams of protein. Whereas fat here is 4.1, lactose is 4.4, calcium 120 milligrams, and calories is 67 kilocalories. The buffalo milk contains equally double protein, that is 6.5. Fat is almost same, 4.3, lactose is 5.1, and calcium is also more, 210, and energy also 117 kilocalories. Whereas the human milk contains 1.1 grams only protein, 3.4 grams fat, 7.4 grams lactose, 28 milligrams calcium, and 65 kilocalories of energy. So here seemingly the buffalo milk is the best milk. Now what is pasteurization? It is heating of milk to such temperature and for such time period which is sufficient to destroy pathogens present in the milk but leads to minimal change in the composition, flavor, and nutritive value of the milk. So it is heating of milk to such an extent or rather to such a temperature and for such long time period which is sufficient to destroy pathogens present in it but leads to minimal change in composition, flavor, and nutritive value. This definition given by WHO. Now enumerate the methods of pasteurization. So first method is holder method, जिसको हम VAT method भी कहते हैं. VAT method में क्या करते हैं हम 63 to 66 degree Celsius पे heat करते हैं. Then we'll wait for 30 minutes and then cool it to 5 degrees Celsius. Second method is high temperature short time method. High temperature short time so rapid heated to 72 degrees Celsius, then held for not less than 15 seconds and then cooled to 4 degrees Celsius. The third method is ultra high temperature method. Ultra high temperature method. Here what happens? Heated to 125 degrees Celsius in two stages. Second is done under high pressure, heated to 125 degrees Celsius in two stages. The second one is under high pressure. Few seconds के लिए हम वेट करेंगे and then rapidly cooled and bottled. Rapidly cooled and bottled. Now then there are certain tests for pasteurized milk. These tests are namely phosphate test, standard plate count, and then coliform test. The protein that is present in the milk is complete. Milk proteins are complete, contain all essential amino acids, contains all essential amino acids, whereas the main one is casein. And the NPU here is 75, whereas that of egg was 100. Now it is considered to be an ideal food because it is good source of protein, fats, sugars, vitamins and minerals. Then all essential amino acids are present. Milk fat जो है इसमें, the milk fat is in the form of fine particles, so that is easily digestible. Then it is also a source of all vitamin. Deficient also here, this is also deficient in vitamin C, as like an egg. Advantages of breast milk: it is hygienic, at proper temperature it is present, meets nutritional requirements of an infant for 6 months, easily digestible, it's antimicrobial and promotes bonding. Then comes a thing that is known as stoned milk. It is blend of natural milk and reconstituted milk in fixed proportion. So blend of natural and reconstituted milk in fixed proportions. Then comes the banana. Banana, the serving size, if you take of 100 grams, calories it provides as 89 kilocalories. Total carbs is 22.8. The total dietary fiber is 2.6 and sugars is 12.2. Total fat is 0.3, protein is 1.1, vitamin C, B6, folate, pantothenic acid, all rich in potassium, and therefore an important part of DASH diet. That is dietary approach to stop hypertension. Dietary approach to stop hypertension. Thank you, friends.